it's like Ministry of Truth levels of Orwellian deception.
Yeah,
it's like,
for sure.
Oh, this is the Department of War, but we don't actually do war. We do.
But it's like I feel like
and,
the U.S. and like the elites, if you want to use that term, like because they used to just spout out that bullshit and people would eat it up. You know what I mean? And I think this is like the first time they're finally getting like real pushback to it. And I don't think they fully clocked on that they have to change tactics. You know, like I feel like they're still playing the same playbook, and it's
really
just not
scary
working.
To me is that there are going to be these politicians, and we have to be careful for them, that they now know the playbook.
Right,
they now know
right.
how to talk to the people.
There's going to be people. There's going to be people who deny APAC money or oil pack money, but then take it under the table.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
through different things,
right?
And personal
like,
donations,
right, and like a sponsor or what's it called, like a charity or something. Right. We got to be super vigilant about that because the good ones are going to adapt and like. Because at the end of the day, I don't trust any politician. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't trust any politician.
Right. I don't care what aisle they fall into. Like, I don't trust not one politician, not a Mamdani, not a Trump, not a no one, you know? Because at the end of the day, dude, their profession is to lie to you. At least in this current climate that we live in. Like, that's not technically what they're supposed to be doing.
The only politician I ever trusted was Trump. And
I trusted him
because, I got hit with the laser beam cannon for that
man.
one. But I started paying attention to him, like, when I was a kid. And then, like, when I got a little smarter, started paying attention to news more, not like pundit news, but like actual news. I'm like, oh wait, no, this is all fake.
Right.
But there's the level of like, you have to step out of that echo chamber because it's really easy to get in that echo chamber now, especially with like TikTok and Instagram.
Right, you just go down your algorithm builds into it, and you just keep going and going and
all
going.
the comments are going to just feed into your cycle, and and you have to realize the bias. You have to like sometimes you'll watch something you won't agree. Like I've noticed myself doing this. Like I won't agree, and I'll like try to turn it off, but then I'll be like, wait, no, let me listen to what this guy's saying.
Right.
Even though it's like annoying because this guy's like stupid, but I have to sit there and listen because you have to get a perspective. And sometimes you're the stupid one.
Right.
And you don't realize that until you you understand the actual nuance of the situation.
Agreed. Which is crazy to me because it's like, dude, I'm decently smart. I'm not that smart though. I should not be smarter than a lot of people. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you guys doing?
If you're able to peep that they're going to close the Strait of Hormuz and they're not able to,
right,
that's a big problem.
Right, bro. And like, who am I, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I don't work for the Secretary of War. You know, like I'm just some dude. And like, if we can call that out, we made the joke last week that it's like this 5D chess move that they closed the Strait of Hormuz. Like, it wasn't the most obvious thing that was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's
like you're playing a card game where everyone has a special ability. It's like their one special ability is close Strait of Hormuz.
Right. Literally, you activated the trap card.
That's the only thing they got.
Yeah. And like you played into it. And like, yeah, man, I don't know, bro. And now gas is almost $5. Thanks.
Literally.
Yeah.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
That's really funny.
Still Obama's fault no matter what. I don't know.
I mean, according to Trump, it is. They're still blaming Biden for things.
Yeah. Can I say I miss Biden? I miss Sleepy Joe.
I don't even like Sleepy Joe, and I miss him too.
Because it's like, dude, I don't know. I mean, at least for Joe, I mean, I don't want to say here because Joe Biden obviously destroyed this country with letting the border open and
more than that. He's just another neo-lib, like
another
twerker.
Thing where like
Israel twerker.
Yeah, again,
they're all the same, dude. That's why, like, I say, like, we made the point before, like, Trump 1.0 and Trump 2.0 are completely different. I think 2 weeks into Trump 1.0, he already changed. You know, because it's like did you ever see Yu Yu Hakusho? Have you ever seen that show?
Boxing anime, right?
Yeah. Well, kind of. It's like a fighting anime. But there's an arc. It's called the Chapter Black arc, where this videotape has all of the world's worst atrocities ever. You know, and it's like when you're president, you get forced to watch that, and it's either like you conform to whatever the elites say, or you get JFK'd. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like 2 weeks in, Trump already like abandoned ship with like draining the swamp and like this and that.
Because I'll tell you what it is. Like the ideology of it was like 2016 voters believed in Trump's populist message, right? He was anti-war. He
ran on the right things.
Yeah, exactly. He ran on the right thing. He said the right things, right? A lot of people believe that his administration was kind of hijacked by these neocons, by bad actors, and then he kind of got tricked, and then he lost the election, and all this stuff, whatever. But then when
not to mention Steve Bannon literally won him the presidency. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't buy that. I don't buy that it got hijacked at all. I think that's just convenient for Trump's image.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Because at the end of the day, you're the president. You're the executive. You're supposed to be choosing people's positions. But it adds this sector of like, what even is the president? Does the president really hold any power? Because at the end of the day, it's like the guy makes decisions, but who's giving him news? Who's the one telling him what's
True.
going on? Because if Donald Trump
That's a
comes
good
in
question.
here, right? Even let's say, even if it wasn't this 5D evil chess move where he's rubbing his fingers and be like, "Oh, I'm actually gonna bring everyone to war in Iran because I'm evil." Like, I doubt he's thinking that way.
I doubt he's thinking that either.
Respectfully, it's probably like he's like, I don't want to start a war because people don't like that. Not because he thinks people are gonna die. I doubt he cares about that.
No,
but
it's all
probably
about
people are
image.
not gonna like it.
It's
Image,
all about
whatever.
image, right.
But then when a black suit comes into the room and goes, "No, they're gonna nuke us. They have nukes here. Here's the proof, right?" And it's just a piece of paper that says it.
They have nukes. We are nukes.
How is Trump going to go, well, actually, they don't because what information he's getting?
Right. No,
giving him
I mean, like,
information.
you would assume he has a whole, like, library of, like, classified info that, like, I would assume you would learn about as president, but, like...
Dude, he's uploading that to Gemini and telling him to
I
get,
mean, that's probably
he's
true.
telling him to get
Honestly, that's probably true.
let me get a
summary, AI summary of this. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I'll concede on that.
I mean, think about it. Like, with the whole Jeffrey Epstein debacle, they were just, like, probably searching up his name and just banning anything that had anything to do with
anything
it.
close to it, yeah. Anything that has a D or a T in it, just ban that word outright. Yeah. Yeah, I could totally see that happening. That's true. You make a good point. You make a really good point.
So I want to move on to like political figures' reactions to Joe Kent's resignation.
Sure, yeah.
I thought it was pretty important.
sounds fun.
Obviously, Donald Trump. Let's go with Donald Trump's.
You gonna do the voice?
Do you want me to?
Do the voice.
I always thought he was a nice guy, but I realized that he is weak on security. When I read his statements, I realized that's a good thing he's out because he said Iran's not a threat. Iran is a threat. Or was a threat, I guess, because I guess they're not a threat anymore.
I guess not.
But they are a threat. I don't know.
I
They have
don't know. I
nukes
gotta
or
say, your
something.
mannerisms are on point. The whole like little like head like nudge on point.
But it's like
on point. Better
this
than
guy,
Shane
he's like, oh, he's a
Gillis.
nice guy, but he disagrees with me, so bye. You're
Right.
bad.
Yeah,
and then
no.
that's kind of like the whole like king mentality he has.
But
He's
but
just
like, Trump is like that. As soon as you go against him, he just about face. Like look at Marjorie Taylor Greene, and like she got more death threats from like right wingers than she ever did from leftists, and leftists have hated her for like 10 years. You know what I mean? Like
You know what it is though? It's because she's right. That's what it is. Because
Right.
when she's talking about a specific, even her image too, because she was a Trump supporter, then was able to look at the situation and go, actually, no, we're not doing this. That's more of a threat than some libtard
For sure.
screaming about Trump and ICE or whatever, because they don't care because you're a libtard.
Right.
But if you're a Republican who disagrees, you're evil. That's
Right.
why people like Ben
You're a
Shapiro.
traitor.
That's why people like Ben Shapiro will debate a socialist, but they would never debate someone critical of Israel because they know they would get instantly obliterated
Right.
if they had any kind of
Right.
debate with anyone who knew what they were talking about.
True.
So it's like it's
I
obvious
hope
because they don't
someday
want to lose.
somebody like he wants to do like an interview with somebody and they just bait him into like an Israel conversation. Like I would hope to see that video one
The
day.
thing about Ben though, he's like for me, I lost so much respect for Ben Shapiro. Like I see him as like a bad faith actor, bad
Always has
person. And even then, like on top of that, I think he's an operative for the Israeli state.
Also think that
right.
yeah.
So I mean, he's even said that the number one
Ted
guarantee.
Cruz also.
No, true. And
Right.
Ted Cruz is not Jewish and Ben Shapiro is Jewish
Right.
because it's not about your
Right.
ethnicity. It's about
But I don't
your
think you have to
actions.
be Jewish to be a Mossad agent.
You don't have to be Jewish.
Right.
To be, you don't have to be Jewish to be a radical Zionist who is Israel first.
Yeah, true.
You know, you just look
True.
at everyone in our government.
True.
So like with Ben Shapiro specifically, he's literally said the number one guarantor of his loyalty to America is their loyalty to Israel. Right. And he said that after being asked if he would move to Israel. So from me, what I'm hearing from there is you are Israel first. You put Israel above America. The only reason you're in America is because they support Israel, and you want to stay here
And
because
it's
you have a lot of
safer.
influence. It is safer here, number one. So
Right.
he's a coward in the first place. He won't even stay in the land that he's supposedly fighting and dying for.
Right. Quentin Tarantino's out there. You could be out there.
Yeah, exactly. And like stand on business at least. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, I mean, whatever. Like,
No, but
you
it's
know how
true
it is.
though.
You know how it is with Ben Shapiro.
yeah.
But like,
The worst.
if you look at the way he treated like Candace Owens, right?
Can I just
Where-
say though, real quick? Have you seen his eyebrows?
dude,
Like, is that real or is like the internet messing with me?
I swear he's using hair growth peptides.
Or like, is he, like pretty soon it's gonna be like half his forehead? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, that just like popped
No,
into
but
my
no,
brain.
this is actually like pressing news. Like this is actually what's really important because what the hell is going on?
Yeah, true. Like,
Like, is your wife slipping you something?
Right,
Like, what's going on?
Like,
You
I
eating
feel
your-
like they like doubled in size. They look like little caterpillars now. It's like, what is going on?
No, but it's
dude?
not even like the length.
No,
It's
they look like
the
fake
girth.
ones that you like put on. You know
Like
what I mean?
little fake mustaches.
Right, like the Dot Cheadle ones. You know what I mean? Like,
No, it's actually insane. I don't know what's going on with that because it's like I saw a comment that was like it's like gender affirming care for him
that's really
because
funny.
he's like a chud.
That's
So
really
he's like,
funny.
oh,
It's
I'm
chat affirming care.
Chat it for me, Carrie.
That's really funny.
Chud to stud, yo.
That's really funny. Oh man, that sounds like a VH1 show.
Yeah, it's like one of the side effects is like hairy ass eyebrows.
Crazy. So yeah, what did this Chud say about Candace Owens?
No, but like, okay, Candace Owens, whatever. People don't like her comments on Charlie Kirk, whatever. She doesn't like Erica Kirk, whatever. I don't care about any of that.
Right.